Super Paper Mario is one of my favorite RPGs of all time. While it's been deemed one of the worst Mario RPGs, at least until Sticker Star came out, I still highly enjoy it. To celebrate me completing my Let's Play of it, I'll be discussing the beta of Super Paper Mario. The game was first hinted in Paper Mario the Thousand-Year Door, when the video game-obsessed Toad and Petalburg says that a new Paper Mario game would please fans of Luigi, hinting at the possibility that Super Paper Mario was in development around the time of the Thousand-Year Door's release. When the game was announced, it was revealed as a GameCube game, but the confusing thing was that the game was on Nintendo of Japan's upcoming Wii games list, but on the upcoming GameCube games list everywhere else. Nintendo then revealed that Super Paper Mario would be released during the holiday season of 2006. The game didn't meet its release date, so fans began speculating that the game would appear on both the GameCube and the Wii, just like The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. But in 2007, Nintendo revealed that the game would become a Wii exclusive, and no word was said about the fate of the GameCube version. However, leftover files of the GameCube version can be found in the game's coding, all of which have half the resolution of the final versions. These include button icons for the GameCube controller, Mario, Peach's parasol, which isn't transparent like the Wii version, and Princess Peach with a hair disaster. This model of Peach is said to be a temporary one. It's also worth mentioning that in one of the screenshots for the game, the wedding scene from the game's opening looks different. The Woe Zone also has a darker tone to it, and Mario is still wearing his helmet, something that didn't happen in the final game. Some unused enemies could also be found in the game's coding. These include Psy Guys, Fly Guys, Stilt Guys, Spear Guys, Monty Moles, a colorless version of Koopa Cell, and Wigglers! This would have marked the first time Wigglers would appear in a Paper Mario game. They did eventually make their Paper Mario debut in Paper Mario Sticker Star for the Nintendo 3DS. One other unused enemy is a black Goomba. Its fellow name is E. Kami Karibo. Karibo is Japanese for Goomba. The E probably stands for enemy, and the Kami is thought to be short for Kamigaze. If this is true, then that means the Goomba would have exploded after you stomped it, or it would have charged at Mario and exploded in his face. Some other unused enemies are just different colored versions of the enemies in the final game, but the one I find interesting is a monochromatic version of the Underchomp. Fractail was also going to have a palm tree on his head rather than an antenna, and you would have had to throw coconuts at him to defeat him. In a couple of screenshots, a picture of an unused pixel can be seen. The pixel strongly resembles a ladder, but nobody knows exactly what it did. Some say it would form a ladder, but the most commonly accepted theory is that it controlled Mario's ability to flip into 3D. Because he flipped into 3D so frequently in the game, it's thought this pixel was removed in favor of a more convenient method of switching between 2D and 3D. Another noteworthy theory is that this pixel may have been an early version of Carrie. The pixels were originally called Farons, and you'd only have one during the entire game, aside from Tippy. The Farons would gain new powers throughout the game, which would be activated with the X button on the GameCube version. It's unknown what button would have controlled Tippy on the GameCube version, but I believe it would have been the C-Stick. In fact, the Wii Remote's pointer is the main reason the game was moved to the Wii. The partners from the previous game could be found in the game's code as catch cards. Some of them also feature their Paper Mario the Thousand-Year Door counterparts, hinting at the idea that they were going to make an appearance in the game. Yoshi would have also made an appearance in the game, although I can't seem to find solid evidence on what you would have done, since some websites say he was only meant to be a cameo, but other websites said that he was going to be playable. But that's the beta of Super Paper Mario. It may be different, but still a highly enjoyable game that deserves more love than it gets. But you got the scoop from the Game Gallery, and until next time, little gator to you. Oh yeah.